Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another stupendous episode of Smile to Jannah, because I am joined with the marvelous, by the amazing, the handsome Mr. Dawat himself.
Oh, I think you talk about yourself.
Come on.
That means we've got something in common.
How's it? Don't talk over me.
The ra3li app. Subscription cheaper than Netflix, encouraging Quran reading, modern, engaging and fun. Download it today.
October 7th.
I want accuracy. I want the truth to be told. I don't care which side it's from. I just want the truth to be told. So in this episode, we're going to be dissecting exactly that. Some people might see this as we're trying to be pro-Hamas or pro for that. No, I just want
pro-truth. Yeah, we're just pro-truth.
I just want to know what actually happened.
Yeah.
And we've said it before. Muhammad Hijab said it. We've said it, etc. And to us, our religion supports us. Simply that anyone that attacks civilians, for that matter, should be condemned. If it's America, if it's UK, if it's Israel, if it is Hamas, if it is ISIS, we don't care who it is. To us, we're consistent with our morality. We're morally consistent. We're not strategically consistent like the Western world and Israel, for that matter.
Which is very interesting.
It is, because I just want to know if what happened on October the 7th is as they tell us, or is there a big question mark?
Well, let's hear from the soldier herself.
I'm sure she's an IDF soldier and she will be telling us, she'll be biased. She'll be telling us that it was Hamas.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
היא בהכוונות ידיים של אותו חייל, והוא מצביע לי לטור ואומר לי, תראי לשם פגז, יש שם מחבלים. אני שואלת אותו בחזרה, יש שם אזרחים? הוא אומר לי, לא יודע, תראי לשם פגז. אני מחליטה לא לראות לשם פגז, אנחנו מדברים על יישוב ישראלי.
מבחוץ, גם יש בפנים, הטנק מבצע ירי, גם מקלעים וגם פגזים, גם בתוך היישוב. בעצם לחימה מאוד מורכבת.
אף אחד מאיתנו לא יודע איך להשתמש בקטלן. זו מערכת שאף אחד, זו הסמכה שצריך לעבור בצבא, אף אחד מאיתנו לא ידע.
They are saying that in a nutshell, they were untrained to use tanks, number one. Number two, they were ordered to shoot towards a building. Number three, one of the soldiers asked, are there civilians? He said, I don't know, just shoot. The order is what? Shoot. So there was no protocol in place. Well, the protocol of the Hannibal, what's it called?
Directive, yeah.
Hannibal Directive, which is that you hit, even if it means taking out your own civilians or soldiers for that matter. And funnily enough, the other guy, I don't know if he's an MP. What is he? The one who was talking.
So I think he's a soldier as well.
No, the one, the MP, the one with the blue background.
Yeah, so he's one of the senior advisors to the Prime Minister of Israel.
So he said they dropped the number 1,400 civilians to 1,200 civilians because they found out that 200 bodies that were burnt, very important word, burnt, were of the Hamas militants. That begs the question, if they were burnt and they could not be identified, the question is, who burnt them? Because if they were the ones that were burning the civilians, how did they themselves get burnt? And 200 of them.
We had the number at 1,400 casualties, and now we've revised that down to 1,200 because we understood that we had overestimated. We made a mistake. There were actually bodies that were so badly burnt, we thought they were ours. In the end, apparently, they were Hamas terrorists.
Clearly, Hamas wouldn't be burning themselves. So it then, tells us that clearly Israel was firing indiscriminately and burning bodies as well. So we know, number one, that there were untrained soldiers at the scene. On top of that, we know they couldn't use the equipment properly. Number three, they were firing at locations and at civilians that they actually weren't sure of. Number four, we also know that there was a helicopter firing indiscriminately as well. That was reported in the Israeli newspaper Haaretz. So, coming back to the point that you made at the beginning, these same people that are asking for condemnations with regards to Hamas or whoever it may be, I think they need to change their tune, and they now need to ask for condemnation with regards to Israel as well. Do you condemn Israel for killing its civilians? Because this has been used as a pretext for killing, 12,000. This was like a few days ago, 12,000 Palestinians.
Yeah, it's about 15,000.
It's gone up to 15 now, as opposed to 1.5 to 2,000 Israelis. So many times more Palestinians have been killed in response to October 7th, and more information is emerging that the evidence that Israel has is being compiled into a small documentary and is being screened to only political and media pundits. Just recently, Owen Jones went to a screening in Westminster in which He saw Nick Ferrari there, one of the guys from The Sun there.
Ted
He's
Baker,
from,
are you in Ted Baker?
I'm not, no.
Oh, you don't need to, because the owner of Ted Baker was also there.
Yeah, well, the founder of Ted Baker was also there as well.
I wonder why.
So it really does beg the question: why only these people? Why only 20%? Because if you look at the 80-20 rule, the 20% rule over the 80%. So the Israelis are focusing on the 20% because they know that they have control over the 80%.
Like Elon Scum.
Yeah, like Elon Scum, who recently went there as well and started singing from the same hymn sheet as the government of Israel as well, saying...
in the Gaza situation, I mean, there's no choice but to kill those who insist on murdering civilians. There's no choice. Israel tries to avoid killing civilians, doing everything it can to avoid killing civilians.
And there's another clip of his from back in the day saying, look, I don't care about money, I don't care about power, I just... freedom of speech, and I just want to be able to say what I want to say. But apparently that cost $72 million that he's losing because certain advertisers have been pulling back because of accusations of anti-Semitism. So some people are saying that that's the reason he's had to go and whitewash and get back in the the good books of Israel and of certain kind of lobby groups. But regardless, does that mean that you're going to sell yourself short? Does that mean that how many children have died in Palestine?
60% are women and children of those 15,000 or more, even 60-70%. So you can see very clearly he has absolutely no remorse by going there. But in a nutshell, the situation of the 40 babies beheaded, false. Women being raped, false. The Hamas headquarters in Al-Shifa Hospital, false. Hamas killing innocent civilians. The way it's going, like for example, would they? Because Owen Jones said that there was a clip where they were saying that Hamas militants were asking people, "Are you a soldier or are you a civilian?" So they were trying to distinguish between that. That's what being reported. The point is this: that's even
the
false.
point is war is deception.
Yes.
Yeah, Sun Tzu in his famous book. Yeah, one of the principles is that war is deception, and how the media is bringing on these war criminals to talk about and justify their barbarities in front of the people. What world are we living in when you've got the murderer whose hands are filled with blood is being brought on and is justifying, and people are saying, you know what, we need to give airtime to these people. Would you give airtime to extremist groups? What happened to we don't negotiate with terrorists?
Exactly.
Oh, but when they fulfill our national interest, when they fulfill our criteria, when they're the good guys, according to us, then it's okay. So the curtain is fast coming down.
It is. I don't think there's a curtain left. It's see-through glass, and the whole world is seeing that.